lost track of time, don't know how to feel, but I'm not sorry. I'm lost in your eyes, are you even real? But don't you worry.
Alright friends, so I'm not going to waste too much time. I'm sure you guys have already seen like a bunch of videos on this foundation. So I'm just going to read you guys like a very brief summary of the claims that are written on the box the foundation comes in. So it says here, this is a light to medium coverage for all skin tones, blends and blurs to instant perfection, light as air. So you do get 1.08 fluid ounces, and this does retail for $29.50, I believe. I did get this during the Sephora spring sale. And I had a gift card. I did get the shade number 12. There are 25 shades of this foundation. I know everybody's like 25, but apparently they're very forgiving. So like you could be one shade in the original Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Foundation and be able to get away with like 2 to 3 shades of the skin tint. So I am hoping this matches me. I wear the shade 300 in Fenty Beauty, but honestly, I could get away with like 1 or 2 shades darker. But yeah. So this is what the packaging looks like. I honestly expected this to be so much bigger. Like if y'all see this in person, it's actually very small. Like, okay, it looks big compared to my palm, but it's small. And it comes in like a squeezy tube. I don't really like squeezy tube foundations, but then again, this is a like tinted moisturizer. I feel like most tinted moisturizers come in packaging like this. But yeah, I'm going to stop talking and apply this. I won't be color correcting. As you guys can see, I do have like a bunch of dark spots that are making me miserable, but for the most part, I have pretty good skin. What else? There was something else I was going to tell you guys. I don't remember. Oh, I did prime my face off camera. I am using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, which is my favorite primer. And I will be applying this skin tint with the Huda Beauty Buff and Blend face brush. I love this brush so much. It gives me such a full coverage. It doesn't soak up a lot of product. It's just the best. So we're going to be using this today because I do want more of like, this is light to medium coverage. We're gonna see what we can get. I know that it's like recommended that you apply this with your fingers. I cannot for the life of me apply foundation with my fingers. I cannot. Like I cannot explain what it does inside of my brain. It grosses me out so bad. It literally makes me nauseous. I know y'all watching this like, girl, you dramatic as hell. I am. Okay, so I squeezed out about this much, which I feel like that would be like a pump if this was a pump foundation. Seems to be runny, but not like too much. The foundation does not have a scent. Okay, that looks really nice so far. Like, looks like great skin. Okay, so this is what we're looking like. I'm not gonna add any more foundation. I feel like the shade match is pretty good. Honestly, it looks great. I feel like it covered everything that I needed it to cover. The one thing that's not covering up too well is this one pimple that I have right here, which I'm not really mad at, because if this wasn't like a first impressions, I would probably be wearing some type of like color corrector underneath, or I would be spot concealing underneath, especially knowing that I'm going to be wearing something that's more light coverage. But that looks beautiful. And this is like my more problematic side. Okay, so that little bit covered up this entire side and like the tiniest bit of this side. Like this, for example, I feel like this is like a good medium, leaning more towards light coverage. And then right here, I did apply less foundation, so this is more light. It still looks very skin-like. It still looks really nice. But you can see like a lot of my dark spots, which I don't like, so I'm going to try to cover that up. But you can definitely leave the foundation as is, and it would still be really nice. All right, look at that, you guys. That looks amazing. That is, wow. That did wonders for how my dark spots were looking. If you guys hear noise in the background, that's my neighbors. I would say it definitely looks blurred around my pores. I should also mention that this is my first time using a tinted moisturizer. Like, if you've been here for a while, you know that I'm a full coverage kind of girl. So that is why I never reach for tinted moisturizers. But I heard so many great things about this one. I was like, all right, y'all got me. So here I am. All right, so far so good. I think it looks really nice, to be honest. What do you guys think? There is like a glow to the skin, but I wouldn't say this is like glowy. I would just say it's like a natural glow, like, you know, when you put on moisturizer, that's what it looks like. Bare skin that's just really nice with some moisturizer on. All right, so we're moving on to concealer. I'm going to be using the Pat McGrath concealer in the shade LM13. Foundation and concealer blended it out very beautifully into each other. So I'm going to be setting my under eyes with the Huda Beauty setting powder in the shade Pound Cake. Alright, so I don't know if you guys set your base, but in this channel we always do, because I have combination skin. I have a very oily T-zone while the rest of my face is normal to dry. So we're going to be using the Fenty Beauty setting powder in the shade Banana. This is not my favorite setting powder, to be completely honest. It's kind of drying, but since we're using a Fenty Beauty skin tint, I feel like it's only fair to use the Fenty Beauty powder. Alright, you guys, so the face is set, and I have to say there is not a pore in sight. I'm very impressed so far. Even though I'm very impressed so far, you do have to go into a foundation like this with an open mind, because, well, actually it's not even a foundation, it's a tinted moisturizer. Because, for example, I don't know if you guys can see, I can still see like some of my hyperpigmentation on this side. I'm not gonna be mad at the skin tint because it's not meant to cover everything. Some of the redness on my nose is peeking through. Again, not gonna be mad at the skin tint because it's not what it's supposed to do, you know? But regardless of those things, it's looking really nice. You know, for somebody who doesn't like coverage, I'm feeling this. So yeah, I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup off camera and I'll be back. It is around 2:20 in the afternoon. I would say I've had this foundation on for about 20-30 minutes already, and I gotta say she looks flawless. My only complaint is I was baking underneath this cheek and the foundation kind of got messed up around here, but it's not that big of a deal. I keep saying foundation, y'all know I mean tinted moisturizer. Why did I say it like that? Y'all know I mean tinted moisturizer. I feel like it looks really good so far. Again, I do feel weird, like, y'all know, again, I'm a full coverage kind of girl, so I do feel kind of weird, but I don't hate it. So I'm gonna show you guys what this looks like in natural daylight, and then I'll see you guys later. Alright, you guys, so the foundation is gonna run my mouth because I ate, and I took my lashes off, and this is what we're looking like at around 30 minutes shy of 6 hours of wear. I'm gonna stop the test right here because I already know I'm getting oily, but you guys just saw in that last clip was me just now, but in natural daylight. Well, not natural daylight, what is it, artificial lighting? I don't know, what is it called when you're just in your bathroom lighting? because it's kind of dark out by now. As you guys saw, like in the bathroom, I looked a lot less oily than I do in front of the ring light. I really look a mess, y'all. All right, so the foundation is kind of gone around my nostrils because I had my glasses on, so that's okay. That's bound to happen. It happens to me with every single foundation. It kind of settled into this fine line a little bit. It's very oily on my nose, very oily on my forehead. My chin is oily, but it's the least oily of the T-zone area. Wow, even my cheeks actually kind of getting oily, which doesn't happen often. It kind of started breaking apart right here, and it is separating a little bit on my chin. It honestly does not look good right now. It does not. But I am still going to set it with some powder so we can see what it looks like. We're going to get rid of that shine with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in the shade number 2, medium. Okay, so our oils are looking nice and controlled right now. Setting it, blotting it, whatever, did cause it to separate right here, which was not happening before. I feel like out of everything, the chin and the forehead are what looks the best after being blotted. The nose looks good too, yeah. But it's still, I would not want to be out with my foundation looking like this. Final thoughts, I'm gonna keep trying this out, but honestly, I don't think this is for me. It's just not my style. I like how long lasting it was for something that isn't supposed to be matte. I feel like by now with a lot of other foundations, I would be a lot oilier. But based on preference, I think it's just not for me because it wasn't the coverage that I usually prefer. Does that mean it's a bad product? No, it just means that not everything is for everybody. Not everybody likes everything. And it's time that we accept that. I forgot to mention, it does feel very lightweight. But I do want to say I don't think it completely dries down because even after setting it, I still feel like, even now, like when I touch my face, it's kind of like wet or kind of tacky, I should say. Yeah, it does look very nice. It does look blurring. It's great for every day, especially if you're more like normal to dry. I don't know how you're gonna feel if it's if you have combination oily skin. I don't know, like what's your cutoff mark for getting oily. For me, you know, I'm usually oily by like hour 5 or 6. If I get oily anytime before that, I'm gonna be pissed. But yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna keep trying it out. But it's definitely a good product. I'm just trying to, I guess, figure out in my head if it's for me, because like I mentioned, I prefer things with more coverage, and I also didn't like how it wore that much. Not because of the oiliness. I feel like I said, it like around this time it's an okay time for me to be oily, but just the breaking apart, the separating after setting, which has happened to me before, but it's like separating in a lot of different areas, like here, a little bit here, and I simply don't feel cute. So yeah, I'm having some mixed feelings. Let me know if you guys are gonna try this out or if you already tried it out. Let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and I'll see you guys next time.